Yellowstone series final. Rainwater and the Broken Rock getting the Dutton Ranch, and their potential franchise future addressed by Star. Yellowstone star Gil Birmingham discusses the fate of the Broken Rock Reservation after the neo-Western drama concluded with Chief Thomas Rainwater, Birmingham, and his people reclaiming the Yellowstone Ranch, fulfilling a prophecy dating back to the Dutton family's arrival to the valley in 1883. At the end of Yellowstone, Case Dutton, Luke Grimes, strikes a deal with Rainwater to sell the land back at its original price. Now Dutton's ranch remains protected and under the stewardship of its original caretakers in a powerful culmination of the family's tense struggle spanning 5 thrilling seasons. In an interview with Screen Rant's Grant Hermans, Birmingham opens up about the emotional gravity of his people's reclamation of the Montana land and its broader implications for the Broken Rock Reservation. Reflecting on the significance of the land returning to its original stewards as a home that nobody can take away, Birmingham said the following. Birmingham reflects on the profound impact of the land returning to the Broken Rock Reservation as an opportunity for his community to reconnect with their deep-rooted relationship to Mother Earth. However, this will not be without its challenges. Birmingham shares his excitement about a potential Broken Rock spin-off, reflecting on the possibilities of diving deeper into Rainwater's journey and his trust in Taylor Sheridan's creative vision. The actor said, "The return of the Yellowstone Ranch to the Broken Rock Reservation is a sincere full-circle moment for the series." In Sheridan's 1883 spin-off, Spotted Eagle told James, the first patriarch of the Dutton family, "In 7 generations, my people will rise up and take it back from you." 140 years later, they took it back. Rainwater's acquisition of the ranch symbolizes a reversal of history that's rarely, if ever, seen in real life, with Indigenous stewardship reclaiming the forefront. Nonetheless, Birmingham does refer to stewardship of the land as a sacrifice, echoing Elsa Dutton's narration at the end of the finale. Raw land, wild land, free land can never be owned, but some men paid dearly for the privilege of its stewardship. In doing so, the finale honors the narrative roots of Yellowstone. It also highlights Sheridan's commitment to exploring the complexities of land ownership and generational responsibility as it pertains to America's bloody takeover of the West from its native inhabitants. However, Yellowstone's ending leaves numerous unanswered questions that could pave the way for new stories. Chief Rainwater's political challenges within the Broken Rock Reservation remain unresolved, particularly with Angela Blue Thunder's earlier attempts to usurp his position. The tribe's sabotage of the pipeline construction also raises ongoing conflicts with corporate and state powers. These unresolved threads are fertile ground for a potential spin-off centered on Rainwater and the Broken Rock community as a marginalized community, now responsible for such a vast and historically significant piece of land. The Yellowstone finale provided a rare and satisfying resolution that offers a profound peek into the land's future. With the ranch in the hands of Chief Rainwater and the Broken Rock Reservation, Sheridan's drama honors the history of the American West in a way that does not shy from its troubled past. Birmingham's performance as Rainwater has been a cornerstone of Yellowstone's success, offering a nuanced portrayal of a leader carrying the weight of a complex and historic legacy. The Yellowstone finale closes a chapter in the Dutton family saga with a meaningful dialogue about the enduring connection between people and the land. By placing the Yellowstone Ranch in the hands of the Broken Rock Reservation, Sheridan offers a rare and poignant exploration of justice and hope for Indigenous peoples in a popular franchise. A potential spin-off centered on Chief Rainwater would not only deepen these themes, but also provide a unique platform to celebrate Indigenous leadership and storytelling, ensuring that the legacy of Yellowstone continues to resonate for years to come. As the dust settles on the much-anticipated Yellowstone series finale, fans are left to process a seismic shift in the landscape of Taylor Sheridan's neo-Western epic. After years of feuding, bloodshed, and political maneuvering, the unthinkable has happened. Thomas Rainwater and the Broken Rock Reservation have finally secured ownership of the fabled Dutton Ranch. The resolution brings Yellowstone's central conflict full circle, echoing the series' themes of land, legacy, and justice. But what does this mean for the future of the Yellowstone universe? A prominent star from the show has offered some intriguing insights into where the franchise may go next. The final showdown, the Dutton's last stand. The finale was nothing short of explosive. John Dutton, Kevin Costner, made his last, desperate attempt to hold on to his family's legacy, but his efforts were thwarted by legal maneuvering rather than gunfights. After years of dodging government intervention, corporate buyouts, and his own children's betrayals, John found himself out of options. His final confrontation with Rainwater was a quiet yet emotionally charged scene, in which the two adversaries acknowledged the inevitability of change. Beth, Kelly Rayleigh, and Rip Kohlhauser, reeling from their personal losses, found themselves forced to make a heartbreaking decision: leave the ranch behind. Case: Luke Grimes, long torn between his Dutton birthright and his connection to his wife Monica's, Kelsey Asbill. People saw the transition as fate finally catching up with them. Jamie, Wes Bentley, who had once envisioned himself as the rightful heir to the Dutton Empire, watched from afar, a man whose ambitions had cost him everything. The transfer of ownership to the Broken Rock Reservation was a poignant moment. Rather than an act of vengeance, it was framed as restitution, an acknowledgement that the land had belonged to the native people long before the Duttons staked their claim. The final shot of the series, a silent, sweeping view of the land under the new stewardship of the reservation, was both hopeful and melancholic. A new era, Rainwater's vision for the ranch. With the Duttons displaced, the question remains: what will Rainwater do with the land? Throughout the series, Rainwater, Gil Birmingham, has been portrayed as a pragmatic leader, balancing tradition with modern political strategy. His vision for the ranch is unlikely to be one of pure commercial development. Instead, he has hinted at transforming it into a powerful symbol of native sovereignty. There is speculation that he will establish a cultural and economic hub, a place that honors native traditions while also securing financial independence for the reservation. In a recent interview, Birmingham teased that Rainwater's victory is just the beginning. Getting the land was one thing. Keeping it and making it work for the people is another. That's where the real story starts, he said. This statement has fueled speculation about a potential spin-off focused on the Broken Rock Reservation's stewardship of the land. The future of the Yellowstone universe. Taylor Sheridan has built an expansive universe, with multiple spin-offs already in the works, including 1923 and 6666. With Yellowstone wrapping up, all eyes are on what comes next. A series focusing on Rainwater's leadership and the challenges of governing the reclaimed Dutton land could provide a fresh perspective, shifting the narrative away from the traditional Western settler archetype to one that prioritizes indigenous voices. Birmingham himself has expressed enthusiasm about such a direction, stating, "We've seen what it means to fight for land from the settler's perspective. Now we get to tell the story of reclaiming it, healing it, and making sure history doesn't repeat itself." If such a spin-off were to materialize, it would mark a significant evolution in the Yellowstone saga, bringing in new conflicts and alliances, while still retaining the show's signature themes of power, loyalty, and survival. Where do the Duttons go from here? Just because the Duttons have lost their ranch doesn't mean their story is over. While Yellowstone as we know it has ended, Sheridan has made it clear that the Dutton legacy isn't disappearing entirely. One possible direction is following the displaced members of the family as they attempt to rebuild in a world where they are no longer landowners. Beth and Rip's future remains one of the most talked about aspects of the finale. Their decision to leave Montana for a fresh start elsewhere leaves the door open for a spin-off featuring their journey. Could they attempt to stake a new claim elsewhere? Would Beth's relentless ambition lead her to challenge Rainwater's control of the ranch in the future?